My name is Claude Ledbetter. I've been in security for a total of 34 years, 17 here at Lee Smith. I enjoy being here at Lee Smith. Enjoy security total. One of the things I've enjoyed about it, getting to work different sites over the 34 years I've been at it. And when I came here with Mr. Lee and Miss Lee, they've been good to me, and I've enjoyed working here. I like working on cars. Like cooking, you can tell I don't miss too many meals. I think that's what I enjoy more than, and when I do have time, going on short trips.
Where would you like to go that you haven't been yet?
I like to go back into my hometown.
Where's that?
Terre Haute, Indiana.
Oh, really?
Just see what have changed up there.
Right.
Just see if my grandparents' farm was still there, which I doubt it.
Right.
But things have changed so much.
Oh yeah, that happens everywhere.
I remember back being a kid, you could actually go out, leave the door open at your house, and come back, nothing would disturb you. Do that nowadays, everything walk off.
Mm-hmm. Right. What kind of cars have you ever got to work on that you enjoyed working on?
One of my favorites I did with my grandpa was a 1928 A model Ford that we done frame off completely. I absolutely enjoyed that. And another one that I've got to work on, we did a 62 Chrysler 300 we rebuilt. But that A model was my favorite. That's the one I cut my teeth on.
Did y'all just work on engines? Did you ever do body work or anything else?
On the A model, we did it all. We sanded it down, body work, everything.
Really? How did it look when y'all got done with it?
Oh, it was sharp. Grandpa had the seats repostered. And what I liked about it with that little four-cylinder, it was so simple.
Wasn't much to those engines.
No. I like these craps nowadays. A lot of this electronic crap on it. You pop the hood, wire pliers, duct of tape, you got it made, man.
Right. But what do you enjoy about working security? What makes it interesting for you? I've worked security, but why is it interesting for you?
I'm not sure how to put it, but I just enjoy it. And that's something I tell young people when I'm training them. Find something you enjoy. If you do, you're going to stay with it.
Mm-hmm.
And because before I got into security, I had several different jobs. And once I got into security, it clicked. I've been with it ever since.
Right.
I actually had one thing come in at Lorette Marina one time. The client locked the boat up, and I couldn't get to it. And when I'm in my next round, I could see it going down. Tried to get hold of them, couldn't get hold of nobody. Next thing I know, it was underwater. I said, oh, wow.
Where was that at?
Lorette Marina.
Where's that?
Out on 58.
Oh, it's around here. Okay.
Yeah. What happened, apparently they had a leak and didn't know it, and the pump stopped, and when it stopped, it just started taking on the water. I stood there just watching it.
Oh, wow.
Cause I called my boss, I called everybody, couldn't get home nobody.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, at that marina, they didn't have like a harbor master that was in charge of things of that nature?
Well, they finally called me the next morning. I said, well, I don't need you now, it's already sunk. He said, oh my God, what the He said, oh, I'm on the way. He got there, he said, oh my God, it is sunk. I said, yeah, I tried to get you all night.
Wow. Well, one of the most impressive things I saw working...
But now, from what I've heard, now they have someone actually on call. If something like that happens where you can just call someone direct.
Right.
Instead of having to call. Because back then they didn't do that. You had to call a specific person, but that don't mean he was available. Well, when I worked for Tennessee, one of the things the manager said, he said, don't worry about the money. The money's insured. He said, you're here to protect my employees or yourself if something comes down. But, which I worked the bank too, it was First Tennessee back then, which is First Horizon now. I worked there for 2 years, and one of the things I thought about every day when I walked in that building, if something did ever go down, I'd be the very first person they took out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Identify and report.
Right. Yep.
Which same thing here, identify and report.
Right. Yeah, that way there's some accountability and some information to go back on.
And that's something I have to explain to my guys all the time. You don't never put your hands on someone, because you cannot take them into custody. Cause once you put your hands on them, you're not only putting Leeson at jeopardy, you're putting a lot of jeopardy.
Right. So, out of your experience in security, how many different security companies have you worked for?
Let's see, Benton, TR Moore, 5.
5?
In 34 years. Which Guardmart is what I Allied bought Guardmart out in 2016, so if you want to technically say only 4.
Right. Okay.
Since it got bought out.
Right, I've worked for 2 different ones, but did you ever get to work armored car?
No, that is one that I did not want to fool with.
You didn't want to?
I just wasn't too uncomfortable.
You didn't even want to drive?
No.
I didn't either.
My brother actually done it before he got in law enforcement. And me, no. I'd really be on the station. What I like more than anything is actually patrolling.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was with the last 2 companies I worked for. I was a patrol supervisor.
Right.
And with TR Moore, I had a 120-mile radius I covered. On two separate years, I was one of the security officers that handled the Blue Angels.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
When they was here in town.
So what would you do for them?
They had 4 of us total assigned to the team, and anywhere they went in town, we was with them.
Oh, wow.
And when they would come back to the motel, which they always used to Chattanooga Choo-Choo, whatever floors it was on, we had, like I said, there was 4 of us, 2 at each end, and no one hit those floors during the night for no reason.
Oh, wow.
And then the next morning when they would get ready to go back and get to the airport, to get ready to do their stunts and stuff, I would always drive the van. One would ride with us, and then the other 2 would be the patrol car behind us.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I never thought about all that.
That was one of the most exciting things that I've ever done. One of the other things I've done that I enjoyed was this is a steam engine, but I actually enjoyed it. Because it was in that Chattanooga Choo-Choo. It was from Chicago, Illinois. Union Pacific, was traveling through. That's been years ago. But they added on the extra guard that night, and all I had to do was just sit there and watch the steam engine.
Oh, wow.
But steam engine fascinates me.
Right.
I love them to death. So just being able to get that close to one and check them out, man,
mm-hmm.
and get paid for it.
Right. Oh, yeah.
This one I was watching was one of the last ones that was built. It was in 1958. They had completely restored it, and it made 2 trips that year, and I got to work both trips.
Oh, wow, cool. Right.
But it seemed like every time I had time, I don't have the money. When I had the money, I don't have the.
Well, see, and the thing that shut me down from a lot of stuff was COVID. It's gotten things so jacked up. I don't even know if they're going to do the Christmas run this year or not, because I'd like to do the Christmas run.
So far, they have not seen, there's no updates. And normally by now, they would be
right.
taking reservation.
And you haven't seen anything?
No.
Great.
They actually talking about bringing passenger service back to Chattanooga.
Really?
There haven't been passenger service here since 1972.
Right.
Cause last Sunday I got there. Said if they are do it, it's gonna run Nashville, Chattanooga, and Atlanta, which will add on three stops for them. And they chose these 3 because they said they think they would get the best response.
Cool. Where were you finding your information from on that?
Well, that's something I do. Trains fascinate me, so I keep up with all of my trains because I got stock in several of the railroads. So I get a monthly newsletter.
Oh, okay.
And what they're gonna do? They come to Nashville anyway.
Uh-huh.
I've gone to one of the runs, and they run this. What they're gonna do? Because they got running rights with CSX and Norfolk Southern. Because that's a lot of their tracks they run on anyway. So what they would do is tie in from Nashville, come Chattanooga, and then on to Atlanta.
Oh wow, okay.
They're in talks with Atlanta now, and they're talking to Chattanooga. Chattanooga is for it. They're just trying to see what Atlanta decides to do. And apparently what they want to do is have a run to the Atlanta airport, drop off, pick up there, and then come back out on the main line and go on.
Oh wow.
Probably what it would do, since they run all the way to Florida, tie back in the main line and head on to Florida.
Right. Do they still have sleeper cars?
Yes.
Do they really? Okay.
The California Zephyr has them. There's 3 of the main ones that they run still has them, and it still has the dinner cars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Which 2 of the ones I got stock in, one the CSX, which I like them. I call them the baby company because they're the newest one there is. They've only been in business since 1986, but they've grown to be the 3rd largest one in America now.
The 3rd largest one?
3rd one.
Oh wow.
I got stock in them. I got stock in the one that Warren Buffett owns, which is BNSF, which is used to be Santa Fe.
Right.
And I got stock in Canadian National, which is the one that Bill Gates owns.
Bill Gates owns it? I had no idea. Really? Huh.
He bought it.
Interesting.
He bought it 4 years ago, and it was one of the best things happened to that company. Because before he got hold of them, they were struggling. When he got them, he came in, updated the whole cotton picking fleet. The oldest unit they got now is 4 years old.
Oh wow.
And they are now making profit. Where before he got them, they was losing. He had changed that company totally around since he's got it.
Well, what mostly is their loads? What are they transporting?
One of the biggest ones that they do is coal.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Cause that's one of the things that Bill Gates did. He got rid of the old units and got them the EMD. Cause trains fascinates me. Planes does too. I can talk a week on planes and trains. But one of the things he did, started phasing out the old ones, and he got him a whole fleet of EMD SD90 Max with the 20-cylinder calipers. So they got the power, so they can pull the heavy loads. Where the old ones, it was taking 2 or 3 or 4 engines to pull a heavy load, they can do it with 2 now.
Oh wow.
So that's less money he's having to spend.
Right. Less maintenance, less kinds of things.
And oil is another big one that he has, transporting crude oil.
Right. Well, see, the biggest thing out of where I lived at in Texas, the lines down there, they ran chemicals and cotton was 90% of what went.
BNSF and Union Pacific is the 2 that runs out of Texas.
Yeah, because it used to be Santa Fe when I was there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I miss those trains.
Because there's only 2 that it can run the West Coast. That's Union Pacific and BNSF.
Right. Do you have any trains at the house you collect N or HO or G scale or O scale? I
got 2 of the old steam engines, and I got one of the Santa Fe EMD 40-2s. I got a S&P 38.
I can't even remember what all stuff. Most everything that I have is N scale, and the reason I went with N scale was because I could build, much more intricate layout and a much smaller footprint. And they're still just as cool as heck to me, regardless.
But my biggest collection is my Jeff Gordon stuff. Back when he was racing, I got a whole crap of stuff on him.
Really? Oh wow! Well, I never thought that the 2 tied together in any kind of way.
I'm a nutcase, man. You just haven't gotten to know me yet.
When are you going to make your next patrol?
In an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. I thought you did them a little bit more often than that.
No, I do too. But the way I do, well, actually, I do them every 2 hours. My other officers only do 2 per shift.
Yeah, I've heard.
But the way I do mine, which is one reason in the past I had called people, I do a double loop. If you notice, when I finish mine, I came right back.
Mm-hmm.
So if someone is watching me or something, they don't know if I'm coming or going.
Right. Do you ever break them up, though, so that they don't get used to a pattern or a routine?
Now, on Saturdays, I don't too much because I got stuff going on, but on the weekends or at nights, when there ain't nobody here,
right.
Rotating. Like today, I started my rounds at 8 o'clock. Nothing. Tomorrow, I may start them at 7, 9, just will depend on what I feel like doing.
Right.
But in the past, there have been, especially when I first started, there have been many times when I have done my loop back and I called people up there on North 40 where they jumped the fence.
Really?
Yeah.
What, just hanging out or?
No, getting ready to do something.
Oh, okay.
Matter of fact, about 4 years ago, no, it's been longer now, probably 6 years ago now, we actually had 2 drivers jumped up there.
Really?
Where the people jumped scaled the fence. And one of them saw me coming. I swear that dude went across that fence like he was a monkey.
Right.
I mean, he scaled that fence like it wasn't even there.
I'm sure. Crazy.
Because that was another one of those deals where they had cut me back to bare minimum. And then after that happened, they let me have my hours back.
Oh.
And I told them because we had a lot of stuff going on during that period, and I told them, I said, something's going to happen. It wasn't a week till the drivers got jumped.
Wow, that's crazy.
And Miss Cindy called me herself. She said, Claude, get your hours back. She said, I don't care what Les says. I ain't going to have my drivers getting jumped out here.
Right. So how long ago has it been since they gave up the trucking company?
I think 3 years ago.
It's been a while.
Well, she had no choice. She was in a situation where she had to give it up.
Right.
Because they was coming after hard and strong.
How long has it been since Les and Dayton were both down at that building at one time, weren't they? Had their offices down there?
Yes.
Was anybody else from, well, so many people have changed. Would anybody else have been down there with them that's still working for Lee Smith presently?
The only one is Sharp. Not Sharp, but what is his name? Dayton?
Well, Dayton's the second in command, so to speak.
What's his last name?
Shepherd.
When I first started there, he was still here. That's when all of them was still down there. Then he left and came back about 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But originally everyone was down there. Then Les moved up here to his dad's office and redone it. Then eventually everybody moved up here and Cindy kicked them all out down there.
What was Les's dad's name? I forgot. Paul told me, but I don't remember.
Bud Lee.
Bud Lee. Okay.
I actually got to meet him. Very smart man. And a hell of a businessman.
Really?
That dude got salesman of the year. He used to be on the wall up on the second floor of this building.
Mm-hmm.
I think they took all that stuff down now. But the whole wall was just covered on awards he got from International on his sales. I mean, like 6-7 years straight in a row, he outsold everybody.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
And with him, if he had a young man working for him, needed a house, and his credit wasn't strong enough, he would tell him, if you stay with me, I'll get you that house.
Oh, wow.
He's passed away now, but a guy lived up in Dayton, wanted to farm up there. And Miss Lee went co-signed for him.
Oh, wow.
And the guy worked 45 years for him.
Oh, right.
And he had a deal with well, from what I heard, that he was part owner of the dealership in Cleveland, Buick dealership. if one of his people needed a car, he would call and tell me. He said, "I'm sending one of my guys up there to take care of him."
Oh wow, that's neat.
Now you don't see now Les and Cindy treats him good, but you don't see that. But the 17 years I've been here, I've heard from the old timers that Bud Lee, anything his guys needed, he would take care of.
Well, now Paul has told me that Les and Cindy, I don't know that they'd go to those extremes, but Les and Cindy do help people out.
Oh yeah, they do, but not to the point that his dad did.
Right.
Because I've heard many stories that his dad, if someone needed a house, car, whatever, that he would get it.
Right, he'd help them out. Right. Huh. All right, Claude. I think I got enough footage that I can do some good testing.
Okay. Let me know how it comes out.